Namaste, everyone, and welcome to Anchor Light Meditation. So, we are continuing the series on the Trinity within. And if you remember in the first video, we basically gave you an interview that you are a spiritual being of divine love, which allows you to control your emotions. You are a spiritual being of divine intelligence to control and regulate your mind. And now we'll talk about you are a spiritual being of divine power to regulate the movements of your body and affect other parts of your life too. Now, before we start, let's ask for a blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, personally to my teacher, Master Chua Kok Sui, Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. Thank you for blessing us with an intelligent mind, a powerful will, and a loving heart that we may be of service to others. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, so as we continue with the Trinity within, if you remember in the first video, the overview, there's God the power, God the love, God the intelligence. The three aspects of God translates downwards from the macro to the micro, as we're a spiritual being of divine love, divine intelligence, and divine willpower. So in this particular section, we're going to cover you are a spiritual being of divine power. And I remember my teacher was saying power is actually divided into two, purpose and power. The purpose is a direction. Where do you want to go? And power is like the fuel or the energy source to push it forward. It's just like you have a car. You could have, like 1,000 horsepower filled with gas or electric, whatever. You're ready to go, but nowhere to go. That's like having power with no purpose. The other way is you have purpose. When you set it on your GPS, I want to go over there at this time. I want to be there. But, well, guess what? Your car doesn't have battery or no gasoline. You don't get anywhere either. So this power has to have purpose and the propellant with it. And this is connected to the two virtues, which is constancy of aim and effort, non-laziness. And the second one is moderation and non-excessiveness. Let's kind of break it down. So constancy of aim and effort and non-laziness basically means you are a spiritual being of divine power. You have this energy within you. And that translates as everything we do in life, you want to be, let's just say, not just better than other people, but you should be able to accomplish more than other people. This is not a form of like, oh, I'm better than anyone. It's just that you strive to have bigger aura, bigger chakras, more divine energy. So you have more guidance, you have more sensitivity, you can sense what needs to be done, and your chakras are bigger, so therefore you have more energy to push you forward. That's why my teacher used to say, look, if you're at work, you should have the ability to produce more than others. You should be able to work harder, work faster, work more efficiently because you have bigger chakras. In terms of service, compared to other people, you should be able to serve more. You should be able to feed more people. You should have the ability to heal longer, heal more effectively. Again, those are the byproducts of your spiritual practice. That's where you have constancy of aim and effort and non-laziness. So if you want to be successful in life, you have to have this will to always want to accomplish. I know some of you go, well, that's why I'm on a spiritual path and I just want to chill. Okay, you must have a different idea what spirituality is, because the way my teacher taught it to us was, he said, look, spiritual people are not weaklings, they're not anemic, not that because you have low white blood cells. In other words, real spiritual people have lots of energy. And then he started to tell us, in ancient times, in ancient China, you know what they used to do? These great teachers would have disciples study and compete in music, in art, okay? In mathematics, in warfare, and then they throw these disciples out, have them compete to become governors, mayors, or people with, great responsibility, and then with that, they go and change the world. And I was shocked. I go, oh, that's not what the idea of spirituality is. He goes, no, you don't understand that. When you have a spiritual disciple that has lots of energy and with a purpose, that's where you have purpose and power to get things done. Makes you think, doesn't it? That's why if you've been with me in Unleash the Power Within, UPW, with Tony Robbins, I usually finish the last slide with what? Seekers are achievers. Spiritual seekers should also be achievers. Because look at it this way. You have the intelligence, you have the love, you have the energy. Wouldn't it be wrong for you not to use that to change the world and make people's lives better? That's why he keeps telling us when we're doing meditation, says, look, your spiritual development is manifested in the work that you produce, in the results that you produce. And I'm sitting there going, and this sounds like work, like a motivational thing at work, to be able to have better sales, to make more money, and so on, right? I mean, that's what we think of. It's like the opposite of spirituality. Then he made me realize, he said, look, what's the use of having big aura and big chakras if you cannot do more service than ordinary people who don't? You have the ability to make more money, you have a sharper mind, you have a more loving heart. So that means you should be able to make a bigger impact to the world. And I go, wow, never thought of it that way. Before that, I thought of meditation, chanting, Om, just spacing out all day long is spirituality. I didn't realize that being a spiritual person means you can accomplish more, not just for yourself to achieve this and achieve that, but actually create a bigger impact to the world. And that's why he told us one day, he says, look, you have to leave a spiritual landmark. Some of you may have heard me talk about this. You have to leave a spiritual landmark. In other words, after you leave your body, people should be able to say, because of this soul, so many lives were transformed. Things got better because he or she was around. Okay? Now, in order to do that, one has to have discipline. You have to have a goal. What is it? Okay? Just write this down. We share this with you many, many times. Whatever your goal is, okay? What? Why do you want to accomplish that goal? Why do you want to make more money? Oh, because give my family, myself a better life, and to be able to give more money to charity, be able to serve more. Whatever your why is, as Tony Robbins says, your why is big enough. So what is your GPS is to aim at your direction? What do you want to go? So what is your objective? Why? How are you going to do it? How is important? You cannot say, oh, I just trust that it'll happen by itself. It'll just flow. Dead fish flow down. Right? Right? Dead fish, they just flow downwards. No, in your case, you go, this is my objective. This is why I want to accomplish it. Let me think. What are the steps I need to take? Task management. You have to have tasks. You have to manage. What are the tasks I need to do? And then the next part of that is the when. Each of these tasks I need to get done in order to accomplish my goal. I have to have deadlines. I have to have a schedule. There's a Chinese saying, a goal without a schedule is just a wish. A real goal has deadlines. Haven't you noticed? This is always the example we use. As simple as you meet somebody in the street you haven't seen for a long time. Hey, I haven't seen you for a while. Let's do lunch. Yeah, sure. Go. Do you realize that if you don't get their number, email, or whatever, if you don't set a date or a tentative date or a tentative time, nothing happens? Schedule is what makes or breaks it. Because schedule is a sign that there is true commitment. Commitment. Without commitment, everything's like, oh yeah, mañana, gonna, we'll do it. Nothing happens. That's how you tell if a person is serious. Are they serious about accomplishing this goal? Are they serious about finishing the project? Are they serious about, getting ahead in life? They have a schedule. When. Because once you have that what, why, how, and when, and from there it's just implementation or execution. That's constancy of aim and effort. It requires discipline. Oh, by the way, A disciple is an embodiment of discipline. People just like to say, yeah, I'm just gonna go with the flow, whatever happens, happens. You look at people who are successful. They have a schedule. They're super focused, right? And that means it requires sacrifice. That's how we have constancy of aim and effort. It needs to be sacrificed. In other words, you have to think what is important, what is not so important, what is really not important, and then prioritize. You heard this before. Without the ability to prioritize, we get overwhelmed. And when you get overwhelmed, most of us would just throw our hands in the air and says, I give up. So guess what? Nothing happens. People who are successful are saying, okay, I'll set this aside for now. I'll set this aside for this is more important. After I accomplish this, then the rest will follow. Now, does that mean that it's always going to work out? No. How many times have you have a goal, put everything in it, and it didn't work out? It's happened. The question is, did you give up or you did it again and again until you hit the objective? People who are successful are not always the smartest. They're not always the gifted ones. People who are successful are the ones who do not take no for an answer. There is always a way. That's called constancy of aim and effort. Now, you say, well, I'm into this for meditation, spiritual practice, not for this, rah, motivational stuff. Okay, let's talk about this. If you just meditate or do your spiritual practice once every 2-3 months, then the benefits of inner peace, stillness, and clarity also comes every 2-3 months. Even your spiritual practice requires constancy of aim and effort. That requires discipline. You cannot say, I'll do my meditation when I feel like it. I'll do service when I feel like it. Yeah, when you say I feel like it, that means you're riding on your emotions. Sometimes you're feeling great, so you do it. When you're not feeling great, you won't do it. Yeah, good luck with that. Try doing whatever job you have to make a living and say, I'll do it when I feel like it. You're screwed. You do that, yeah. One day your boss is going to say, oh, I feel like firing you today. People who are successful focus. I'm sure you heard this story, this metaphor before. Water keeps dropping consistently, can drill a hole through a rock. Now, speaking of rock and water, the way my teacher explained it is like, okay, if there's an obstacle in front of you, be like water, flow on top, below, left, right, doesn't work, increase the water pressure, blast through that rock. That's how you become successful. In anything, even meditation. If somebody go, I want to see the light, you meditate, I didn't see it, you give up. That's that. There are people that will be meditating for 20, 30 years and suddenly one day, ding, they experience enlightenment. Now, what if they quit after the first 10 times? Because I didn't feel it. You get my point? I'll be very blunt with you. Some of you are not going to like to hear this. I've seen way too many people use spirituality as an excuse not to accomplish their goals. Believe it or not, I'm shocked. People say, oh, well, maybe it's not according to spirit because I'm getting some obstacles. Yeah, right, you lazy ass. Do you think that every person, do you realize that all these saints in ancient times, how many obstacles they've had? Some of them were very sick, they continued teaching and healing. Some of them were not crucified, some of them were imprisoned, they continued to teach. St. Paul, or the other apostles, or other saints from other traditions. Do you think they go, oh, well, it didn't flow very well, so they stopped doing it? No, they kept charging forward because they know we need to help save souls, or we need to share enlightenment. They keep pushing forward. Constancy, aim, and effort in everything. You want to make your relationships work? You cannot say, I tried it, it didn't work. On to the next relationship. It didn't work. To another one. Yeah, right. Everything we do, even in your physical health. You cannot say, well, I'm going to eat healthy when I feel like it. With no consistency, doesn't work. Oh, I'm going to work out when I feel like it. Most of the time, your body is not going to want to unless you kind of set it in motion, get it like going into a certain momentum. That's why I always say, with consistency and intensity, you can conquer anything. You hear what I just said? With consistency and intensity, keep pushing forward. You can accomplish anything. The key is to outperform and outlive your competitors. When they already gave up or they're not working as hard, you move ahead. That's how it works. I know some of you go, oh, I thought this is not what I had in mind for spirituality. Talk to a monk. You think a monk just goes to a temple and tell their boss or whoever the abbot is, today I don't feel like meditating. I don't feel like cleaning the temple. Yeah, right. Everything has to be done in a very, very disciplined manner. So what's our excuse? See, before I met my teacher, I had the Midas touch, except the reverse. Some people call it the minus touch. Everything I touched went down the toilet. It didn't work. Part of it is because I procrastinated. Part of it is I gave up. Part of it is I just procrastinated long enough that at some point I lost sight of the goal. And then when I met my teacher and he wanted me to send me to the United States to teach pranic healing or Hatha Yoga, man, every year he will check up on me. Okay, what are we doing? How many students have you produced? How many souls have you transformed? I'm going, Master, this is too stressful. No, I didn't say that. I just go, okay. So over a period of time, it was like hammering and hammering until it became part of me. So by the time he left his body in 2007, I couldn't stop because there was already certain patterns that were instilled in my thoughts, my emotions, my body, and of course, my soul. So I know what it's like to just kind of sit around, yeah, whatever, If it's meant to be, that's the biggest excuse a lot of people in the spiritual path. If it's meant to be, it'll just happen. If it's supposed to be mine, you'll come to me. You're right. Enlightenment will come if it's meant to be mine. Go find another teacher. Don't waste my time. I remember my teacher used to say, you want students and pranic healing instructors that can produce results. Not some that just give excuses. Oh, because the economy is like this, or people were not open to energy healing yet, or whatever excuse. You want people who says, no is not an answer. There are always options. Clear? I know some of you feeling stressed out, but just hear me out. That's part of spiritual advancement. The Buddha did not give up. Right? For how many years he walked around, wandered around, worked with renunciants that made their body very weak by not eating and not taking care of it. He didn't experience enlightenment. He said, that doesn't work. He tried another way, until one day he found the balance. Of course, you know the whole story, but I'm just giving you the specific part connected to constancy, aim, and effort. He didn't give up. Sat under a bodhi tree. That's where the word Buddha comes from, bodhi, direct knowing. And he experienced enlightenment. Now, what if he quit after, well, I tried meditating with these guys, it didn't work. I tried starving myself, it didn't work. Get the idea? Focus. Now, another part of you are a spiritual being of divine power is moderation, non-excessiveness. Now, this is the part you have to listen very carefully. When we talk about moderation, non-excessiveness, it is whether the soul, the I, has enough control over the body, the emotions, and thoughts. In other words, does the soul have the ability to regulate the desires, the wants, the needs of the body, the emotions, and thoughts? That's part of you, a spiritual being of divine power. For example, you know smoking is bad for your health, right? Drinking alcohol excessively is bad for your health. Taking illegal drugs is bad for you. So the question is, do you indulge in it or not? Because when we are truly in our space of being a being of divine power, that means the I has control over the desire of the body, the emotions, the thought. The body, the emotions, the thoughts want to smoke, want to drink, want to take drugs, whatever that bad thing is. The soul says no. Because, listen carefully. When a person indulges in those things, that means the soul lost control. Same thing is, I know the body needs to get up in the morning, go exercise or eat good food, whatever, so that the body can be healthier, so it can do more years of service. But I don't feel like it. So lay down in bed, didn't get up and do any exercises, and when you get up, stuff your face with things that are fattening and make your body weak and cholesterol and everything else. And you go, but I'm a saint, I'm a spiritual person. You already flunked the first test. You allow the body, the emotions, thoughts to take over. What's your excuse? Well, but there's no acceptable excuse. Because if you truly know you are the soul, that you are the mover of the body, creator of the feelings and thoughts, that means you are able to a certain extent, regulate and not give in to the desires of the emotions, the thoughts of taking those drugs, and having the body go out and get it. Haven't you noticed after meditation, deep meditation, at that point, there's no desire, like just still, quiet, no thoughts, no emotions, because at that time, you're content of who you really are. So this thing about moderation, non-excessiveness, part of moderation is moderation in food, moderation in sex, moderation in whatever else we do. It shows that the soul can release, can grasp, control, whatever, can enjoy. You go enjoy a good meal. Okay, I think that's good. I fed the body enough. You let go. You want and enjoy a good movie. It's not like you watch a movie every day. You say, okay, that's good enough. The ability to balance your life is a manifestation of soul control. Another part of soul control is budgeting. Believe it or not. The ability to say, okay, I'm overspending. Stop. As simple as that. That's already a manifestation of soul control. Shocking, isn't it? That's why when I first met my teacher, one of the few things he kept asking me, how are your finances? I'm going, what does he care? I'm here to do spiritual work. Then later on, he revealed to me, of course, he said, well, because difficult to serve on empty stomach. That's the practical side. The spiritual side is, if you cannot even handle your budget, that means the soul does not have the ability to control how it spends or how hard it works the body to earn money to be able to, pay your bills, as well as use it to give money to charity or whatever. What are you going to accomplish? I mean, he didn't say in those words, but that's what I get from talking to him. So, when people say, oh, I'm powerful, great, you can affirm it all you like. Do you manifest it? Does it manifest as power, the power to regulate your thoughts and emotions and desires, to not take drugs, to not be a lazy ass, not to do things that are hurtful for you? Are you being a power enough that say, hey, there are certain goals I want to accomplish, I will not stop till I get there? Right? I keep seeing this in Instagram, Facebook. Oh yeah, you are more powerful than you think. Oh yeah, show me. How are you using that power? Power comes two forms. The ability to stop ourselves from doing stupid things and the power to get things done. Then you can say, I am power. Yikes. Some of you go, oops. Exactly. That's why when I affirm my teacher, I keep my mouth shut, because I don't affirm something. He's going to ask me that question. Oh yeah, you're powerful. Okay, what have you done? I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I just want you to have the awareness to realize that, number one, that you are a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and the divine power is allow you to execute, to bring out those goals and aspirations of the I in wanting to evolve and change the world. And number two, the ability of the I to regulate the earthly life in such a way of not creating things that's bad for us or bad for other people. That's part of power. Power is the ability to regulate that will, and it's already within you. So when you do your meditation, when you're at that state of stillness, then you affirm, I am a spiritual being of divine power to regulate my mind, my emotions, and my body. If you say that over and over again, after the meditation, you start noticing that, oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. This is not good for me. Okay, this is good for me. That's manifesting your beingness of divine willpower. Okay? So I hope you learned something. I know I was a little pushy. I apologize. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but I want you to realize that that power within you can be released, can be unleashed, whatever word you want to use, and it will manifest as your ability to regulate your life, to get you what you want, and abstain from doing things that are not good for you. That's a practical application of this teaching. All right, so let's balance the three, or integrate the three: divine intelligence, divine love, divine power, with a short meditation on the great invocation. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, we humbly ask for your blessings. To my teacher, Master Tok Kok Sui, Mahal Guru Jaimeling, we thank you for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and protection. Thank you for blessing us with a loving heart, an intelligent mind, and a powerful will, that we may be of service to others. We thank you in full faith, so be it. Okay, put your hand like this. Be aware of your heart and your crown. Repeat, I am that. I am. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence to regulate my mind, a spiritual being of divine love to regulate my emotions, a spiritual being of divine power to regulate my body, my emotions, and thoughts. That is the I. Be still. Silently say, I am that. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God, meaning we're still growing. I am one with God, I am one with all. There's only oneness. Be still. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Now open your hands in blessing. Visualize the earth in front of you. Let's chant Om 3 times. Om, Om, Om. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. In spirituality, light represents wisdom, intelligence, discernment. So bless every person, every being with divine intelligence, divine wisdom, and divine understanding. So be it. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. Bless every person, every being you know, and you don't know, everyone, with peace, with love, and with kindness. So be it. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and the spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore the divine plan on earth. So be it. From the center which we call the human race and all the other races, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore the divine plan on earth now. So be it. Just be still. Again, from the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. Let wisdom, understanding, and discernment and divine intelligence fill the minds of all beings. So be it. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. Fill the hearts, minds, and souls of every being with love, kindness, sweetness, mercy, and compassion for all. So be it. So be it. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and the spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend toward the entire earth now. So be it. Bless every person, every being with goodwill, not just thinking about it, feeling it, intending it, but actually taking action to be of service to others. So be it. From the center which we call the human race and all the other races, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it permanently seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend toward the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Just be still. Now imagine a beautiful, brilliant point of light just floating above your head. Just put your entire attention in that brilliant, brilliant light, like a brilliant star floating above your head. Just be still and listen. The rest will be done for you. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May God's messenger of love descend to every person, every being's heart. So be it. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend toward the entire earth. From the center which we call the human race and all the other races, let the plan of love and light work out. May it permanently seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, let love, let power descend toward the entire earth. Let light, let love, let power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth now. So be it. Repeat with me. Om. 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 Just be still and let the blessings flow through us, the triple energy of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine willpower. Now lower your hands on your lap, palms up, keep your eyes closed. Keep your entire awareness on that beautiful star above your head. That's all. And listen. Om. Ahum. Let go. Now. still and let go. And let things be now. Let go. Gently, slowly come back to your physical body. Gently move your fingers, move your toes. Gently and slowly come back. Raise your hands again in blessing. Visualize all your family, your loved ones. Just fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, happiness, prosperity, and spirituality. So be it. So be it. So it is. Now aim your hands down at the earth, in the earth. Project golden light from your hands, your feet, and the base of your spine. Let it go down 20, 30, 40, 50 feet, 100 feet in every direction. Fill the earth below you with golden light. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Thank you for your great, great blessings. We thank you in full faith. So it is. To my teacher, Master Choksui, thank you. Mahaguji, thank you. All right, open your eyes. I hope you had a good session. So we push you a little bit today. I hope that it's a positive effect. And the idea is manifest that greatness within you. Because you are a being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power to make it happen. As we shared before, you are a being of divine intelligence to design and craft your future. You are a spiritual being of divine love to forgive and love unconditionally. You are a spiritual being of divine power to move forward towards the future. In fact, charge towards the future. Grr. Okay, anyway, namaste everyone. We will see you Friday for emotional healing and prosperity healing. Take good care. Namaste. Please leave your comments and share this with as many people as possible. And may we transform the world one soul at a time. Namaste. God bless. Take good care.